My name is Torrin Barnes. I'm 13. I go to Manhattan East, and the name of my play is Through Each Line of Pain and Glory. While I was writing it, it was sad because it's a true story. Oh, my grandmother, she has Alzheimer's. I wanted people to recognize what's going on with elderly people, and I wanted people to know how family members feel. It's very surprising to see that my play is going to be on a big stage. A lot of people are going to see it. I know my grandmother's not going to be here, but I just want to tell her that I wish she was here and I love you.
I've had my share of life's ups and downs, of faith and kind. The downs have been few. Oh, I guess you can say that I've been lucky. Should ever write my life story, for whatever reason there might be, you'll be there between each line of pain and glory. You're the best thing that ever happened to me. Ooh, you're the best thing that ever happened to me.
A wise person once said that God cannot be everywhere. That was why he invented grandmother. My grandmother, Madeline Major Barnes, was a very special person. I called her Mima. That was Mommy backwards. She was a lot like a second mom to me. Boy, did I love spending time with her. She was my pride and joy, and I was hers. We would share stories about almost everything. Her stories were very special to me. And then it happened.
Torrin arrived home waiting for his mother to return with his grandmother. Hearing the sound of the key in the front door made him rush to jump to meet them. Sit down, Mom. I'm going to make dinner.
I lost my charge card again.
Why don't you just get another one?
Citibank told me it's the 7th one they gave me. I don't remember that. These someone's taking my money.
Grandma, I received a call from SAG saying that you were looking for me.
Yes, Torrin, I went to go pick you up.
I haven't been to that school for almost over 3 years now. Are you okay?
Sure I am, Torrin. Why?
Well, I remember I told you that before.
Torrin, I don't know what's happening to me, but I do know one thing for sure, and that's that I love you.
Confused by his grandmother's behavior, he later asked his mom about it.
Torrin, sit down a second. I need to talk to you. You've asked me questions about your grandmother, and I didn't want to tell you anything until I had more information for you. This isn't easy, so I think I should read this book. The name of the book is What's Happened to Grandpa by Maria Shriver.
What's the book about?
As we read, I'll stop from time to time so we can talk about it. Is that okay with you?
Just tell me what the book is about.
Torrin's mom decides to read the book without answering any more questions.
I remember I had to keep repeating things to Grandma over and over, but that happens to a lot of people, right?
Not exactly, Torrin. People do forget occasionally, but not all the time. Your grandmother has dementia.
What's dementia?
Dementia is a disease of the mind. It affects a person's memory, mainly the short term, what a person has just told or did.
Well, I'm glad I'm in Grandma's long-term memory.
After reading the end of the book, Mom tells Soren that the family has had a discussion about what's going to happen to Grandma.
Soren, it's becoming extremely hard for me to care for your grandmother at home. She requires a lot of care and supervision. You know, it's hard for me to make her food, prepare her medicine, work, go to school, care for you, and take care of the household too.
Yeah, I know. I help you. I didn't mind.
It's hard, Soren, so we decided it would be best your grandma be placed in a nursing home.
What does that mean? You're not going to be able to see Grandma anymore?
Well, I asked questions that I thought would be important to you, and they said nothing's going to change. We can still see her whenever we want, take her out daily, even take her on vacation. She'll be under 24-hour care, and most of all, she'll be safe.
Are you sure?
I promise. And you know I never promise. You know, she's my mom too. My favorite girl.
Everything was settled, or so they thought. When Grandma was finally placed in a nursing home, all hell broke loose. The whole family was meeting to bring Grandma some of her clothes and stuff to make her feel more welcome at home. It was a nice place, and everybody there made their family feel very comfortable. But Grandma didn't want to be confined to such a place. She was such a free-spirited person before. She went everywhere and did everything.
I don't want to stay here. I would never do this to you. Any of you. Can't believe y'all doing this to me.
Mom, stop acting like this.
I've never seen Mom act like this before.
Well, if you were around more often, you would see her act like this.
I can't. I live far away.
Here we go again.
Come on, Mom. Let's get you to your room.
Hey, Grandma.
Hi, baby.
I really miss you.
I miss you too.
Visiting hours are over. It's time to leave. As everybody gets in the elevator, Torn thinks about a song he recently heard in his mom's car. A total eclipse of the heart. He begins to daydream. He closes his eyes for a second.
Where am I?
Soren, we are Windsor Camp for your 3rd birthday. See all your friends that came here to celebrate it with you? It's Halloween, so everyone has on a costume. There are lots of prizes and activities given out to you and your guests. You are so adorable. I am so lucky to have you as my grandson. I will always remember this day.
The elevator is suspended between the 2nd and 3rd floor due to the security alarm activated inside the elevator.
Where am I now?
Soren, we have PS 36. I made you cupcakes for you and your classmates for your birthday party and for your play about the 3 little pigs. Your mom and I helped make the 3 edible houses.
You're the best, Grandma.
Soren, you're the best. I will never forget.
The doors close and the journey continues.
Where am I now?
Soren, we're a tag. You're in a special play called Women in the Sky, featuring a Tuskegee Airmen as special guests. You were so great. This is my 2nd time seeing this wonderful play.
You remember that, Grandma?
I sure do. And most of all, I remember how great you were. Now, get your stuff together so we could go to the YMCA to go swimming.
Yes.
The elevator stops on the 2nd floor, so Mary comes in to get on.
Where am I now?
Soren, we're in Connecticut, cutting down our Christmas tree. You know, we do this every year. Now hurry up so we can get some hot apple cider in a good parking space.
You remember that, Grandma?
Of course, it's family tradition. I always start the cutting as your mom and your brother's help, and then you yell,
Timber!
The elevator is suspended between the 2nd and 1st floor.
Where am I now?
Soren, we're at my birthday party. You know, my sisters and I are getting older, so we thought it would be nice to have this memory. The food will be catered and they even hired a DJ. The whole party's going to be in New Jersey.
What are you going to wear?
I don't know. I'll wear something nice to make me look like a birthday girl.
I will always remember this as your fancy ball, like Cinderella.
Soren, are you getting off or are you going to ride and daydream back up to the 5th floor?
How long were we in the elevator? Did me and Grandma go fishing yet?
Yes, that was 2 years ago in Pennsylvania. What do you mean, how long have you been on the elevator? We went from 3 to 1. Less than a minute to be exact.
As Torn walks toward the exit to get in his mother's car, he can't stop thinking about the wonderful experience that he and his grandmother had. He doesn't like that she's like a little girl again, and he never wants it to happen to him.
It is now the next day. Soren gets ready for school, still thinking about his grandmother. He arrives at school. It is hard for him to keep his mind on his schoolwork. His phone rings.
Give me the phone.
But it's my grandma. She's calling from a nursing home. She can't remember not to call me.
Torrin, it's a rule. Give me the phone.
But it's my grandma. She needs me.
Torrin, give me the phone.
After school, Torrin and his mom decide that every Friday should be declared Mother's Day. They made it a proclamation. Torrin would call his grandmother daily until Mother's Day. On grandmother's special day, Torrin would go to the Chinese food restaurant to get her favorite meal. Shrimp fried rice with extra shrimp, Pepsi, instead of chocolate-covered cherries.
On that day, Torrin arrives at the nursing home, arranging the seating tables and chairs for the feature movie later that night. His mother goes upstairs to get his grandmother. As he sits with his back to the door, he hears a soft voice.
Hello, Torrin.
Hey, Grandma. You look great.
Yeah, you look great too.
I bought you your favorite food.
You got my shrimp?
You know it.
Thanks, baby.
After the movie is over, it is time to take Grandma back to her room. He holds her hand and puts her to bed just as she did for him many times when he was a child. It is hard for Torrin to leave without reading some sort of bedtime story. He doesn't have much to choose from, so he opens his textbook from his bag and pretends he is reading The Golden Book.
Once upon a time, there was a grandmother named Madeline. She was a very fair grandmother with very special treats. All of Madeline's children loved Madeline, and Madeline loved them back.
Torrin, you reading that story again?
Yes, I am.
I like that story.
Grandma goes to sleep as Torrin finishes the story. He gives her a kiss on the forehead before he leaves, just to see the pleasant look on her face. He looks over at his mom and sees she's taking it hard. She is the type of woman who feels she has to be strong for her children and family. Torrin knows she cries when she thinks he isn't paying attention. He decides the upcoming weeks he'll pay close attention to her to make sure she's okay. They're always together because they both go to the same school. She is the teacher and he is the student. On Monday, Torrin is daydreaming in class.
All right, class. Now, who can tell me the plot of Freak the Mighty? Torrin?
Can I use the bathroom?
That's not the answer to my question.
I know it's not, but it's an emergency. Can I use the bathroom?
You know, fine. Go ahead.
Torrin opens the door to his mother's classroom and sees her in the back right of the classroom. She has tears in her eyes and a sad look on her face.
Torrin, why are you out of the classroom?
I was worried about you, Mom.
I'm just thinking about my mom.
I know, and I was thinking about my mom. I know I'm supposed to be the child, but sometimes it's not who's the oldest or who's in charge. It's who makes the most sense. And right now, that's me.
So what are you saying?
No one has all the answers, and sometimes it's something that can't be explained. We have to stick together as a family and take care of not only Grandma, but each other.
That makes a lot of sense.
Hey, Mom.
Yeah?
Every day is Mother's Day.
Torrin stands outside this classroom with his head down as he slowly walks away. He thinks of a book. He thinks of a line he read in the book once.
No matter what, all of the important memories will stay with me in my heart. I will remember for her.